Good morning. It's a Friday, March 20 something. It's going to be kind of like a work day for me, half work day. So I'm just getting ready for the day. I was gonna get ready while I chat with you guys for a sec. The plan for today is to go to the drop-in center, Lapier Kiwanis drop-in center with Lizzie this morning after we drop Luke off at school. And then we're going to go pick up groceries, Walmart grocery pickup. I placed the order last night. And then we're gonna go pick up Mare, who is my co-op student right now. And we are going to, her and I are gonna go over some things that she's been working on for me, some research things. And then we're also going to do a content calendar for my blog and my socials and the socials that I run for the month of April. I never have done this before. I always have an idea in my head of what I would like to accomplish each month or week. I don't go too far in advance when I normally kind of have my list, but I always have like a running idea of things that I want to create for my blog, posts, images, stuff like that. But I'm going to try to take a different approach and get a little bit more organized. I want to know if this will help me to accomplish more. I'm starting to work with more brands, and so I think I do need to be a little bit more organized in sharing some of my curated content. And the other thing is there's lots of brands that I really want to work with that I've been approaching lately. And so a lot of them are brands that I use those products in my home already. And so I want to just start creating content for them because I use them and because I want to work with them. And so I'm going to try that out and see how that works for me. The planning stuff doesn't really excite me. The actual content creation, like when I get to plan a photo shoot, whether it's like fashion or products or things like that, like I love that. I love the actual filming of videos. I love editing. But like the planning, like sitting down and planning it, I don't really do that much of. I just kind of like fly by the seat of my pants.
Mama?
Yeah?
Hey Mom, look at this. Hey Mom, look at this.
Okay, looking. Yeah, you gotta put that back.
This is where we're better.
You gotta put it back. Press the button. We're at Walmart grocery pickup. We just went to drop in this morning. Then the water bug for elderberry syrup because a whole bunch of our friends on Instagram said that we needed that to help with immunity. And then we also went to check out Paulina's flower shop because I feel like I need some color in my home to just spruce it up while we're still kind of getting better. We're picking up groceries, we're picking up Mare, we're going back to Corunna, and hopefully Lizzie has a good nap. Here come my groceries. Oh, I dropped Mare off. Kids are doing Play-Doh. That's pretty far away, hey guys? Maybe I can bring you a little bit closer here. Look at these pretty beauties. Look at those beauties. They smell so good. from Paulina's flower shop. I'm just gonna put them in a mason jar. I'm going to try to arrange it the way that she had arranged it for me, because I really liked the way that that was put together with the green behind and then the pops of color in the front. I really like these guys. They're pretty, eh? Hey, babe. Just brighten up the little coffee nook a little bit there. Let's go see what Lizzie needs help with. 1, 2, 3, scoop. What are you working on, Lou?
Store.
Oh, a store? A Play-Doh store?
No. What is making a popsicle? Yeah, from the store, Lizzie.
The grocery store? Lizzie, don't get stressed. You can do
I'm
it.
needy.
Brother's making you a delicious popsicle. Where'd all your Play-Doh go?
She still has it.
You jammed it in that spot, didn't you?
Look what I did.
That's a good popsicle.
Mommy has it.
I like
You
it.
just gotta make it. What are you for saying so?
It is Saturday now, and I'm gonna finish the vlog here, but I just wanted to talk about something that I had mentioned on my Insta stories a while ago. I had said that I wanted to, let's see if I can set this here. Is that gonna stay? Welcome to my bathroom. I had said that I wanted to do a marriage series on my YouTube channel and talk about marriage, which I still really want to do. I actually filmed a first video for this series, and then I've been letting it sit with me for about 2 weeks now, and I just didn't feel like it was the right message that God had for me to share, and it was kind of rushed and stuff, so I was like, you know what, I need to start over. And before I was kind of wanting to like generalize, you know, lessons that I've learned about being a good, or being in a marriage. And I think where I'm gonna start, or the conversation kind of needs to be what I've learned about being a wife. I just wanna share as a wife some things that I have learned, or some lessons that God is like putting on my heart. So the first thing that I've learned over the last couple years is that I can, whenever I'm going through like a hard time in my marriage, I can turn to God instead of maybe like trying to find comfort in the difficult situation. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. I just want everything to feel like comfortable right away in the conflict. And so instead of trying to find comfort in that like hard situation, or from somebody else that's maybe like hurting or having a hard time, I just try to find comfort in God. And so I just really like turn to God with everything. And I have found that this doesn't always necessarily make the situation like go away, but it does help me to be a more rational person in time of conflict. I hope that makes sense. And then the second thing is when I am praying about my marriage and like being a wife, I try really hard to go into my prayer with a bent heart. And what I mean by that is like a humble heart. And I literally pray, okay, God, who do I need to be in this situation? What are you trying to show me that I need to correct? So correct me, Lord, so I can be a better half to this whole. And so I really, really try to be humble and know that there are so many lessons for myself in whatever we're walking through. Those are two things, and those are two things that I'm trying really hard to pull on right now. But I just want you guys to know that if you are walking through some hard stuff, life is hard. Life is like, there's so many components, right? So many things coming at us all the time. And yeah, don't feel like you're alone. And I've had some interesting conversations on Insta stories this week with people that I admire a lot and that are having some really good, honest conversation with me. I really love like creating beautiful images and telling cool stories, and I really want to be positive as much as I can because that's how I get through the day, especially when things get hard. I try to like turn up the positivity even more. But I also just want you guys to know that like this is all of my feeds are like a place of honesty as well, and that like my life is far from perfect. It is like a hot mess. Exhibit A. And that's just a physical mess, but there's so many like emotional messes, and yeah, I'm imperfect. But I still love my life. I still love God. I still find purpose every day. And I look at the positive sides. I try really hard to look at the positive sides because if I don't, I'll get really down and unmotivated. So I hope that just gives you guys a little bit of insight and a little bit of hope. And I'm still going to have this marriage conversation. So I would love to know, as wives, what you do to be a better wife and walk through conflict in your marriage with more grace. Comment below. Maybe there's a Bible verse. Maybe there's a counselor that you see. Maybe there's a strategy that you take. Whatever it is, comment below. I want to know. Let's have this conversation together. And it just, it always feels better when we're doing these things alongside each other. I love you guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel. Let's keep chatting.